Welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling something that scares almost every developer at some point: debugging Git issues. Whether you are a beginner or have been coding for a while, getting stuck in version control hell is a rite of passage. In this video, I will show you how to diagnose and fix the most common Git problems. Let us look at the 4 main things that cause headaches. First, merge conflicts, which happen when 2 people edit the same lines. Second, the detached head state, which sounds scary but is just a navigation issue. Third, the fear of lost commits. And fourth, confusion around untracked files. We will cover how to handle all of these. Before you try any complex fixes, your first step should always be to run Git Status. This command is your best friend. It tells you exactly what is going on, which branch you are on, what files are staged, and what is untracked. Often, the output of Git Status even suggests the exact command you need to run to fix your problem. If you are confused about the state of your project, look at the history using Git log. This shows you a timeline of commits, who made them, and when. It is essential for figuring out when a bug was introduced or verifying if your latest changes have actually been saved to the history. Now, let us talk about merge conflicts. When Git cannot automatically combine changes, it pauses and modifies your file with these markers. The section between head and the equals signs shows your current local code. The section below the equals signs shows the incoming code from the branch you are merging. You simply need to decide which one to keep. Fixing a conflict is a simple 3-step process. First, open the file in your editor, delete the special markers, and leave the code exactly how you want it to look. Second, save the file and run git add to stage it. Finally, run git commit to finish the merge. That is it. A common mistake is committing code without checking it first. Use the Git Diff command to see exactly what lines you changed. Lines starting with a minus sign are removed, and lines with a plus sign are added. This helps you catch typos or debug statements before they pollute your project history. If you check out a specific commit hash instead of a branch name, you enter a detached head state. This means you are not on any branch. If you make commits here, they can easily get lost when you switch back to main. To fix this, simply create a new branch immediately using git checkout-b, and your work will be safe. We all make mistakes. If you want to discard local changes to a file, use Git Restore. If you accidentally staged a file, use Git Restore -- stage to unstage it. If you messed up your last commit message, use Git Commit -- amend. And if you need to undo a commit that is already public, use Git Revert to safely create a new commit that does the opposite. If you have a bug and do not know when it started, use Git Bisect. It uses a binary search algorithm. You tell it a good commit and a bad commit. Git will keep checking out the middle commit for you to test until you pinpoint the exact commit that broke your code. It is incredibly fast and effective. The best way to debug is to avoid issues in the first place. Commit often so you have safe save points. Write clear messages so you know what happened. Always pull the latest changes before starting work and use separate branches for features. Finally, review your own code with Git Diff before you commit. To wrap up, remember that Git issues are solvable. Rely on Git Status and Git log to orient yourself. Don't fear merge conflicts. They are just a choice you need to make. With these tools, you can navigate version control with confidence. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.